إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستهديه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له ولي الصالحين وأشهد أن سيدنا ومولانا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. قال الله تعالى: يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. وقال تعالى أيضا: يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. اللهم إنا نسألك فوزا عظيما. أما بعد فإن أصدق الحديث كتاب الله وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلال وكل ضلالة في النار أعاذني الله منها وإياكم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته, my dear brothers and sisters in Islam. Inshallah ta'ala, in my khutbah today, I would like to talk وقاية النفس من الشح. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, وَمَنْ يُوقَ شُحَ نَفْسِهِ فَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْمُفْلِحُونَ. Protecting our soul from being stinginess or being greedy. This is something very important in Islam. We know that we like to give charity, we like to help other brothers, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives us a chance for every Muslim. We know that we are Muslims, we worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we pray the 5 daily prayers, we do fasting and go to the Hajj. All these actions will keep us in Islamic first. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when you look into the Quran, our status of the Jannah will be elevated according to our generosity in Islam. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, يَا أَيُّهَا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا أَنفِقُوا مِنْ طَيِّبَاتِ مَا كَسَبْتُمْ. The reason I'm saying this is, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala looks a chance upon His subject. He gives time that He will put 2 solutions that we have to accept one. Whichever He takes, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will watch it. This is what I mean is, as we like to give a charity, we like to help other people, but there's a time that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will put somebody else in trouble. Somebody is going to be in trouble. This person doesn't have any way except you. Then you will have a solution that, whether you will conduct yours or you will have this person. When you look into Sahabatu radiallahu ta'ala, al-Muhajirin al-Ansar, you know that the Muhajirin, they migrated from Makkah because they were first killed by the Kuffar of Quraysh. And they came to Medina with nothing. No food, no house, everything is like they came empty-handed. And there are people who settled there. They are welcome them, they are called Al-Ansar. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has prized the Ansar because He says, وَالَّذِينَ تَبَوَّأُوا الدَّارَ وَالْإِيمَانَ مِنْ قَبْلِهِمْ. Those who settled in the house of the Medina, the people of Ansar, they were there before the Muhajirin. You read, وَالَّذِينَ تَبَوَّأُوا الدَّارَ وَالْإِيمَانَ يُحِبُّونَ مَنْ هَاجَرَ إِلَيْهِمْ. They like somebody who migrates to them, the people who come to them because of their desperate need. وَيُؤْثِرُونَ عَلَىٰ أَنفُسِهِمْ وَلَوْ كَانَ بِهِمْ خَصَاصَةٌ. They will prefer for their guests who come in to them, the people who fled from their city, whatever they have, they don't choose on their own, but they give to the needy people. وَلَوْ كَانَ بِهِمْ خَصَاصَةٌ. Even if they're hungry, even if they really need it, they will still gonna give those who came to them because of the persecution. The reason I'm saying this is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, لن تنالوا البر حتى تنفقوا مما تحبون. You will not reach the level, the status of bir. Bir means something will guarantee you to go to the Jannah. حتى تنفقوا مما تحبون. Until you give something that you like the most. Something that you want to have it all the time. Something that you want to keep it with you. حتى تنفقوا مما تحبون. لن تنالوا البر حتى تنفقوا مما تحبون. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says will not reach at that level of the paradise until you pay or you give something that you love the most. The reason I'm saying these are most of our brothers, we like to help, the people who are coming, the newcomers, we like to give away whatever that's extra with us, especially something that we don't need it. In this case, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that يا أيها الذين آمنوا أنفقوا من طيبات ما كسبتم. You give something that's good, that you work for it, that you acquire. مما كسبتم ومما أخرجنا لكم من الأرض. And there's something that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has produced you from the earth, from your farm, from your agriculture. ولا تيمموا الخبيث منه تنفقون ولستم بآخرين. Do not just give something that you don't like to the other people. Because you yourself, if you are in that situation, you will never accept it. So if you are going to give away something, it's always there, because there's a situation, there's a level of giving away. There's a person that we just need the money to help his bills and others. And there are the people who need clothes, there are the people who need food. So we have to adjust and estimate all the situations. Rather than just giving them away, we better ask them, I have something to give away, you need something, whatever you're giving away, ask them. If they accept, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to reward you. But if they just take it because you give it to them, and they're not happy, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to angry at you. Why? Because you do not understand this ayah. وَلَا تَيَمَّمُوا الْخَبِيثَ فِي الطَّيِّبِ وَلَا تَيَمَّمُوا الْخَبِيثَ مِنْهُ تُنْفِقُونَ وَلَسْتُمْ بِآخِذِينَ. That's why, as a human being, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has designed us to be there beneficial for the rest of the other people. So when you look into the hadith, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam says, when you are in the position of charity, when you are in the position of giving something, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, الصدقة تطفئ غضب الرب وتدفع بيت السوء. So, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told you, give something that you love the most. That's when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to accept your sadaqah, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, it will extinguish the number of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What is the ghadab there? After we pray, we say, astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah. And when we go outside, we always going to have commit something other, error. So we always in a position that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to anger us. But He gives us opportunities. Right after we finish the salah, we say, astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah. What did we do? We know that we did not perform the salah well. So in order for us to be accepted, then we have to say, astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as we are in this position, as in the path of the straight path towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then Allah brings this chance for us to give. Why? You have to look the purpose of you going to the Jannah. There was a story that I heard about Imam al-Ghazali. We know that how contributed his knowledge to this ummah, how many books he wrote. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has designed our soul in a way that when the people who are dead, they come into the dream, they also communicate with us. So one time he had a dream of one of his chefs, who died already. And in the dream, the chef is coming to him and asking him, do you have, or do you see any sign that you're going to the Jannah? Imam al-Ghazali says, I only remember one thing. One day I was writing a book, and remember that they used to write with the ink. That ink, it was not chemicalized like the ink we use today. I was writing a fly came to the ink, and it started drinking from it, and I started still until that fly becomes still full and then flies away. By having this mercy to this life, that's the only thing that I'm dependent on it in the day of judgment. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will be, He will put me in the Jannah. That's the iman all of us we have to experience. So imagine by helping human beings on this earth. With that, Ibn Umar bin Mustafa radiallahu ta'ala says, بطون المؤمنين, he said that the belly, the stomach of the believers was more deserving to be spent on it than spending on the fat. That's how important human beings are. Why? Because all the people are not the same. Some people Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives them wealth, some people are poor, some people they have less. With that, the Hadith al-Qudus, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, يريد أن يحمل العبد من الدنيا ليجزي العطاء في الآخرة. There are some people that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He didn't want to give them wealth because if they are given, they will misbehave, they will do bad things, they go crazy, they spend an hour practice with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But there are the people who are blessed with this wealthy. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that I'm holding from this servant, not giving him something, because I want him to give him everything in the day of judgment. So those who are wealthy and those who don't have wealthy, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to them is the same. But He can give them with all of them. But he stopped giving one person because this person he knew that he's gonna spend on the wrong way. So that's why we need to understand this sadaqah. When we are paying it, it is also making Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala happy. Because when you look into our action, we're dealing with it with all of us, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala likes the generosity among His servants. And there's also another story happened a long time that, this story, they're not supposed to be authentic, it is just give us how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is generous to us. And how we are trying to uptake ourselves to gain that great reward that He provided for us. A man who was non-Muslim, he was not praying 5 daily prayer, not even perform Hajj, didn't do any compulsory action. Then he died and he met with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has questioned him, what have you done in this world? Do you have any good deeds, any action that will save you from this hellfire? And this man will say, I don't have anything. I did not worship you. I did not do any good things. I just came here alone. Nothing with me. Just remember something that you have done in this world. And the person cannot remember what he did. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reminds him in His generosity. And the man, he remembers, he says, yeah, one time when I was rich back and when I, in the dunya, I had this huge shop and, big business. The people used to come to me and they're in debt, they don't have money, they're poverty, but they used to come to, take a loan from me. Some people, they cannot even afford to pay back. Then, I used to say to my children, my sons, if the people cannot afford, just forgive them. That's the only thing that I do. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, I'm more merciful than you. So that because of that, I will be merciful for you to enter to the Jannah. So imagine a non-Muslim who did not worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah is worrying. When we have the kalima la ilaha illallah as a Muslim, how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to be so happy with that? How is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala going to reward us? The reason I'm saying is because we need to give something that we love the most, and according to the society, according to the community, not because we just want to give it away, and extra goes to the people who don't need it. And then Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam says, "Asinu amwalakum bis-zakat." Make purify your wealthy with zakat. Giving zakat if you are wealthy. وَدَاوُوا مَرْضَاكُمْ بِالصَّدَقَةِ. And then you also treat your sickness. If you're having disease that is killing you and hurting you badly, give a sadaqah, give a charity, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to heal you. What would happen if He doesn't heal you? He still is going to reward you abundantly in the day of judgment. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not going to leave you empty-handed. And وَتَقْبِلُ أَمْوَاجَ الْبَلَاءِ بِالدُّعَاءِ وَالتَّضَرُّعِ. And then, if you are suffering so much and you cannot escape from this problem, then ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help you. Inshallah ta'ala, I will conclude